Well, that was an intro. I will talk when all this is done, presumably. I don't want to ruin anything, so I am here, I promise. I just have not had a good opportunity to start the episode. The Fire of Prophecy, that's a title.
Listen well, soldiers of Hyrule. In our long history, we have scarcely faced a threat of this magnitude. The years have passed quickly since Calamity Ganon's revival was prophesied. Yes, we have unearthed the divine beasts and filled volumes with our knowledge of ancient relics. But a barricade of books will not protect us. This way surges a horde like we have never faced before. Even now, the enemy is clawing for our throat. For Hyrule Castle itself. We must exterminate the monsters roaming Hyrule Field. Thus, we'll begin our renewed effort to stop the Calamity. Here, now, go forth!
We're really doing this.
For your kingdom!
Okay, we're really just jumping straight in, apparently. So hello, anyone. I guess we're just doing this. Welcome to whatever this is. Keep the throng at bay while we reload the cannons. Okay. Tutorial time. Right, good to know. And today, this is the demo for Age of Calamity, which I am extremely excited about. Ooh, I've played the original Hyrule Warriors, but not very much, so excuse me while I get the hang of the controls. It may take me a minute. But yeah, really not a good intro option for Let's Players there. Oops. But yeah, just recording this to prove I'm still alive. Backstory, for those of you who don't watch this channel, I was in the middle of recording a series and then just kind of went AWOL for a couple of months. Oh, okay, that's how that works. That's very fancy. But yeah, I have not been well. Ironically, it has not been... Dear Lord, there is no chance for talking here. Shut the gate. Okay.
Right.
We didn't have to do that. We just have to fight them. What a mess of an episode this is turning out to be, but that just sounds about right.
Right.
Okay. Hold strong indeed. So yeah, the reason I haven't uploaded for my X series in like over a month now probably is because I have been ill. I am going to finish it. One day I will finish Xenoblade X, I promise. But since this came out, I thought I would have some fun, do a one-off for something I'm sure I will do a series on when it releases, because I've pre-ordered it and I'm very excited. Defeat the Moblin, okay. Where is it, though? Oh, it's on the map, okay. See how much attention I'm paying. But yeah, it's currently 10:30 at night because I've had no energy. And therefore my commentary might be even weirder than usual. I'm fairly certain this episode could be an entire mess. But we're here to have a good time. 200 KOs, is that good? I assume so. But yeah, I don't really know much about this game. Obviously I know the format, because having played some of Hyrule Warriors, that will help me. But I'm really excited to see more about pre the Great Calamity, or sort of in the middle of it, I guess. Not least because of my Breath of the Wild Xenoblade crossover AU, which if you're not familiar with it, go check it out on Xenoblade Amino, it's very fun. Dear lord, I've lost my ability to talk completely. I don't know what else you expect from me, but multitasking has never been my best point. I'm not going to remember that button combo. Dear lord. But yes, don't know much about this game, but I know that I would die for the baby guardian. It's so cute. I love him. Stay on your guard, okay? Okay. Wow. Didn't really mean to do that, but it's working.
Sure.
Take back the outposts, okay. Is that an actual task? Okay, I got a club, great. So yes. A Moblin Slayer indeed. I'm really curious actually about whether this game will... I swear the controls on this are really bugging me. When he's running, he just goes in directions I don't actually intend for him to go. And I don't like or trust that. They made Link pretty OP in this though. I am not struggling at all so far. I'm on normal difficulty. But as I think I was saying before I dive back into the chaos, I'm really interested to see if Link is already the chosen knight at this point, or if we get to see that happening. I'm very curious. I'm also very interested to see what happens with the champions, because it's been quite a while since I played Breath of the Wild, and I don't really remember much about it, tragically. I've been meaning to replay and do some streaming, ideally before this game releases in full. But again, what is the dodge button again? I'm such a mess. Wow. Okay, B. Great. I can wall jump. That's good to know. Right, one down. Back to running, I guess, with the really awkward run mechanic. When he goes sideways, he just goes super quickly, and I don't expect that. But yeah, I've been meaning to stream some Breath of the Wild, but then, life happened, annoyingly. Well, this is a lovely peaceful moment in the middle of an otherwise terrifying scenario. Tiny Guardian! Impa!
You! Help! Ow!
Oh, the noise. Such good memories.
Huh? Why is this happening?
Okay then. Did we not know that would happen?
It's a tower?
What does GUARDIEGG have to say about it? Aww. He's so cute. Right, okay, dealing with enemies. I assume I stick with Impa. Yeah, I'm really not sure about Impa's design in this. It's weird because it really feels like they just made her a Pyre clone from Breath of the Wild. And I'm not against that in theory, but I have to remind myself which button R is. Okay, that did a thing. And frankly, I'm more interested in Impa's design in every other game I've played than in this one. Where'd you go? Oh, that's so fun! Okay, getting rid of them. Impa, where did you go? Where did you go? Is she on the map? It's so hard to keep track of things. There we go. In the Warriors format. Come with us, GUARDIEGG. Don't be left behind. My buddy, my adorable pal. Yeah, even in Hyrule Warriors 1, I thought Impa looked a lot more interesting. And I've been watching someone play Ocarina of Time recently. And again, Impa looked way cooler. Like, can we just let Impa look awesome? Not that she doesn't, but it's not the style I'm used to from her. Ooh, I suck at this. Anyway, am I sticking with Impa for a reason? I feel like I could be doing more outposty stuff, but I don't want to leave her. Ooh, rupees. Nice. I would like these things. Is Impa following me? Or... I guess I'll run this way a bit and see what happens. Really wish that the run speed didn't lead me into the door more. If in doubt, blow up their barrels. What are we investigating? I wasn't paying attention, not gonna lie. Unless it means the tower. Okay, so you really want me to use bombs on this guy. Oh, what a game for my commentary to be quality on. Maybe it's just because I haven't done this much. I've been recording another series in between. Just because I wanted something a bit more chill. Is that where Impa's gone? I presume so. Let's go find out. Apart from the fact I'm running away from my objective. Don't mind me. Just coming through. There's something that feels really off to me about running. It just feels like it doesn't control as nicely as I want it to. Wow, if that is Impa, she is not going where I need her to at all. I just want to know now. Yeah, she's just randomly over here. Can I talk to you at all? No. Maybe we'll have a battle there in a minute or something. But back to capturing the outposts for me, I guess. If I can keep my attention span going long enough. Oh, if this ends up being an entire mess, I don't know what I'll do. But man, I'm so happy to be back in the Breath of the Wild world again. I know I mentioned my Chronicles of the Wild alternate universe, which I've been working on more lately, particularly with this game coming out, because I'm so curious about the champions. I have many plans, and I look forward to seeing them through. But really gotta do a memory refresher. Right, so this is an outpost. Where's the big enemy? It must be somewhere around here. Unless I'm just not paying enough attention. Well, apparently I've seen it. Where are you? Unless it's just all of them for this one. Really wish the game would make it clearer. Not gonna lie. As fun as the utter chaos is... okay. Oh, I really want to paraglide. I suck at it. Oh, there we are. Hello. These games are pretty much utter chaos. So considering how scatterbrained I am normally when it comes to commentary on games... Oh, okay, so you're handling that. I guess we go and help. Oh, I can play as Impa. Ooh, that's fun. I don't know what Link's doing at this point, but... Right. What? Oh, this could take some fun. Oh, I do not know what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, so I have a couple of clones now. Is that how I get more? Oh, I love her line of warriors. That's so much fun. Okay, so I need to do one more. I really don't know what I'm doing other than button mashing here. Oh, I'm almost dead. Okay, nice. Yep, I suck as Impa. I don't really get how the absorbing symbols thing works, so I've fallen back on button mashing, as I often do. Okay. Well, I managed it, whatever it was. Okay, that's fun. But I suck as being Impa, frankly, so I'm gonna go back to Link for now, because I understand his playstyle better. Even if his running kind of bothers me. Right, hey everyone. Just on my way through. Let's see what this does though while I'm here. Freezes them. Should have seen that coming. Right. Running along to the outpost. Hoping I get better at commentary, but I wouldn't bet on it. Casual reminder that this is not the right channel to come to if you're interested in the gameplay, which I'm sure I have made abundantly clear, which is kind of frustrating given that this is a gameplay-based game, I understand. But bear with me as I suck and have a good time. So that's what I'm here for. Right, is there a boss to this one? I presume that there is and it will appear at some point soon. I love that I have GUARDIEGG following me. I don't know what he's doing, but I appreciate him. That's not the button that I thought it was, okay. How do I do the thing? There we go. Oh boy. Right, there you are. Oh, you want me to do... Okay. That didn't really do what I hoped it would. Yeah, I know I need to free... Oh, I have to do it when he's charging. Okay. This is all very much a learning experience for me. There we go. We got somewhere. Finish in one fell swoop, okay. I understand that from the demo you can do chapter 1. Where are this troop of moblins? They're down there, I guess. Well, we're on our way. So I guess we'll find out how long chapter 1 is. Oh, they're down there. Okay. Over the bridge it is. I could be stopping to fight these guys, but I suck at it. Okay. Go over there, I guess? Is that how we do that? Ah, Korok! Okay. So we can still get the seeds, that's interesting. Feels like we have quite a lot to be looking for in the middle of utter chaos. Link, why are you running that way? I swear there's something about the controls on this. Do-do-do-do. I mean, either that or I suck. Which is also very much an option. But his run just feels kind of janky to me. And I don't really appreciate it. I mean, we're managing. Better than I expected, frankly. Have some explosions in your face. Oh boy. Why have you guys all got to turn up at once? This is a problem. I didn't want to change the lock on target. More cats, do you mind? She's shouting at me. And don't get me wrong, I love more cat. But I don't need you right now, Quill. I do like the music in this. Oh, hello, Impa. And also, I feel like it's worth noting that, pet peeve of mine... Wow, I finally activated that. But when the king was talking earlier, I swear his volume sounded really low compared to the music and sound effects. Which again, having played Xenoblade X and the awful audio mixing, is something I'm kind of noticing in particular. And it just bothers me, I'll put it that way. Did he get stuck? Oh. There's a cat on the back of my chair. Fabulous. Thank you, Tranquil. What I really needed to make this easier was a tail in my face. Times I kind of wish I had a face cam. Okay, 2 out of 3. Where's the last guy? Over here. Did he just throw someone else at me? That's kind of savage. He doesn't have a weapon though. Ouch. Kind of wish I could summon Impa for help here, but I don't know if it works that way. Am I out of healing items? That's not the right button. There we go. It's very awkward trying to keep track of a cat while doing this. Tranquil, you're not doing me any favours. Okay, she's left the chair. Bless her, she's a good cat, but... Can we be done? Ugh.
Good.
Are we just done then? He's talking about victory. Oh, an official appointment. So maybe this is how he becomes the chosen knight then. Interesting. Yeah, I am mostly in this for the lore, if you hadn't already gathered. Okay. Lots of things going on. Very fun music at that point too.
An inexplicable guardian.
I love him.
And a mysterious tower. I hate to say it, but we have little hope of figuring this out on our own. Hey, what are you? No! Stop right there!
GUARDIEGG is running away, I guess.
Each of you has served your kingdom admirably. Huh!
Oh, hey, Zelda.
You made it! I'm glad you're safe, Impa.
Yes, Your Highness. And I've received the Sheikah slate from Pora. Oh!
Oh! What is that?
The circle of life.
Your Highness.
I love him. If Nintendo don't make a remote-controlled GUARDIEGG.
Conveyed the little guardian's purpose. This anomalous visitor had traveled from a future of ruin, a time in the midst of the Calamity, to save Princess Zelda.
Interesting. So now we're throwing time travel into this. I mean, that's not necessarily completely out of hand for Zelda, but not what I expected to see, I'll give it that.
Impa proposed recruiting Pura and Robbie, renowned researchers of ancient technology, to study the Guardian and investigate the mysterious tower that had appeared on Hyrule Field. King Rome of Hyrule gave his assent.
Okay. Are we going to get to see that though, or are they about to cut us off? I don't know exactly where the demo ends. In order for Link the Hylian Knight, you must guard the mysterious tower that has appeared. I'm told it may be important. As for this time-hopping guardian, is it truly deserving of our trust? You must discern this beyond any doubt with the aid of the researchers. Who could distrust the GUARDIEGG? Look how cute he is! May the goddess Hylia watch over you always. Or is it Hylia? I never remember. Please don't hate me if I said that wrong. Oh. Silent Night. Which is very interesting. Well, A, it's a Christmas carol. Okay then. But B, it says in the Champion's Guide, or whatever it's called, which I do own but haven't finished reading yet, that Link only stopped speaking because of the pressure of everything. Which is A, very depressing, but B, interesting at this point in the timeline. This is so exciting. Okay. So am I allowed to do this? Huh. So we have side quests. I guess we'll see if it'll let us do this. Go with that, I guess. I really don't know what I'm doing here. This may be obvious. Onward? I'll be surprised if it lets me continue.
Zelda, curious about the diminutive Guardian, decided to accompany Impa on her journey to Pura's research facility in Hateno. With Link acting as bodyguard, They made their way to the ancient tech lab.
Really, am I allowed to keep doing this? Also, does this mean we get to play as Zelda soon? That'd be fun. I'm very curious about her gameplay. It looks cool.
Why is it so attached to me? Whatever could you be, little one? I suppose all we can do is wait for Robbie and the others at the lab to analyze it.
Agreed, Your Highness.
Oh dear.
A guardian? But why? And monsters too. Now, of all times.
Of course. Why wouldn't there be? They're really letting us play this far in the demo, though? I guess so.
It will be done.
Okay, so I can only play as Link and Impa still. I wonder if we'll get any more in the demo, or if this will be it. Ooh, I'm concentrating hard now. So his weak point smasher, finish him type move. I guess so. Right, there's Impa. Where's Zelda gone? There, okay. Do I have to kill everything here before she'll move? I guess. Apparently. Nope, we're just going. Great. Okay. I would like that thing, please. Oh. Am I just collecting all their spears? Oh, that's hilarious. Are we good there? The controls on this are really taking some getting used to. I don't really want their spears, but okay. Oh dear. Well, I suppose we're getting somewhere. How far that is, I don't know. good boy. You know, Zelda, you could move on. You're allowed to do that. Seriously, I suck at that. Am I just throwing it? Or... what? Okay, so I can hit things. Fabulous. I wonder if I can use that to my advantage. Would help if it didn't change direction at the last second. Also, are those guards doing anything helpful? Because it really feels like they're not. I'm being at least marginally helpful here. I'm not sure how much. There's a cat on my foot. I don't know which one. It's very rude of it to be attacking me. Oh dear. Well, I got blown up. That doesn't help me. Oh, we're going now. Of course now is when we choose to run. The one time I'm not trying to get Zelda to move. Can I has this? I would like to has this. Do I need to... yeah! I feel like this probably shouldn't be my priority right now, and yet somehow it is. Giant Ancient Core, ×2. Well, I'll take it. I mean, Zelda might die, but I got some treasure. Ah, right. Bombs it is. Oh, where are you? You can't tell me I need to bomb an enemy and then not let me aim at it, because for the record I was trying to move my field of vision upwards but couldn't. Hopefully this will do something. Sweet! I'll save that for a better time. At least we're nearly at the location, I think. I mean, I'm knocking down trees, which isn't ideal, but... right. Oh, I managed to shield surfing! I don't know how I did that, and I would like to do it again, because it was really fun. But... what sweet chaos this is. Does he just do it when he's on water? Or... what boss are we even fighting? Or is this just another hit the things? Who knows? Oh, there we go. Ba-doo. Okay, bombs aren't doing much for that guy. Fabulous. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Did I hit him with his own hammer? I hope so. Right, where did everyone go? It's so hard to tell what direction I'm meant to be in sometimes. We should be safe now, I think, question mark? That's never a good sign. Hey there. Yahaha to you too. Right, what problem are we about to... ah! Oh, fabulous! Also, I love how Imp is begging her to run away and Zelda is just running directly into the Guardian. Wrong button. Okay, don't engage the Guardian. Sweet. Would love to do that. Camera angle, what are you doing? There we go. Camera angle, why? Stop locking onto the Guardian, I beg of you. Right, where have they gone? Okay, here. Come on, everyone. Why are we not running, everyone? Why am I the only one who is running away from the Guardian? Oh, I'm so afraid of Guardian noises. Fear of it is inbuilt into my soul. Hey guys. Can you, take care of this? Well, we've made it this far. Hopefully that's hope of escaping. Oh no. Is this going to be a good Guardian? It's yellow rather than pink. Ah! Thank you, GUARDIEGG. Ouch. Oh, it lost leg. Right, unearth Guardians, got it. Okay. Not what I intended to do.
Yeah!
Where am I going? I really don't know. Yes, thank you, Hylian Guardians. If you could actually do this quickly enough for me to not be killed, I would appreciate it. How do I get to that thing? Oh, is it down here? Not really. Why can't I find you? Oh, I hate the camera angles on this as well. I can only easily look where I'm running. Where is this thing? I can't climb, which is or jump rather, which is already something that will madden me instantly in a game. So it's that way, but... I mean, it looks like it ought to be down a level, but when I went down a level, there was nothing helpful there. Is it that thing? I mean, you're a Guardian. Can I not activate that one? Or would that be too helpful? Seriously, it feels like it's behind that wall. Can I blow it up or something? I'm so confused. Oh boy. Running through a heck of a lot of enemies. But this seems like the best way to get to it. Ow! That was rude. Leave my poor boy alone. I love Link. Ooh, this is going quite badly, isn't it? Why is defeating the moblin the thing I meant to be doing here? This is where the yellow is showing up on my thing. So one would hope that that's where I'm supposed to be going. But all it's telling me to do here is fight a moblin. When Sky played this, she did say that there was a thing she could not find at all. Maybe this is it. Would help if I remembered to target things. Did I do it? If I did, then how? No, it's still telling me to do it. Where do I go then? I'm so confused. Oh, here's one. Thank you. Glad the attacks are having an effect. Right. Paraglide! Oh, it would not give me the paraglide option until far too late. If everyone could leave me alone for 5 minutes. Right, so now I have to go that way. Kind of feels like I'm going the long way around, but...
Princess, I'm on my way.
Okay. I was pressing ZR and nothing was happening. I'm literally pressing ZR right now. Nothing is doing anything. Oh. What? All I'm doing is pressing Y at this point. Is that... I don't really understand why pressing ZR is supposed to help me. But that was a thing. Where am I? Okay, I'm the green one. So Impa's the one who's helpfully nearby where I'm supposed to be going, except she's not. And she's dying. Oh dear lord. Why must I suck at this so badly? Right, let's see what's up here. But Link is definitely the playstyle I prefer. Hopefully I'll get better at the other characters at some point. But, yeah, I fear. Now where the heck are you, Guardian? Right, okay, so I have to stop and capture the outpost, I guess. Yes, okay, game? Are you going to unpause so I can actually do it? Ugh. So many button pressings. Right, where'd you go, Guardian? It's nice of Impa to keep complimenting me, though. Makes me feel like I'm doing something vaguely correct. Even if it really seems like I'm not. Oh boy. Target's out of range. What do we do about that? Yeah, I had a bad feeling that would be what they said. Okay. Where is the one we're fighting? And how do I get back there? Okay, he's over here. Well, this could end horribly. Hey, Guardian. Would you care to come with me? Come on, buddy. This way. Yeah, I kind of gathered that. Oh, right, it's following. I love the shield surfing so much. Still still do not know how to activate it at all, but it's great fun. Go on, Guardian, do your thing. It is fun that we get to use the Guardians to our advantage. So now we just hit it. Oh, it's really hard to dodge, if it's even possible. Ow. No! So it's better to hide than to try and dodge, basically. Well, now it's on fire. I don't know if that actually helps us at all, but I like to think it might. Oh, thank goodness for that. I love him. That's incredibly ominous. Is it an evil Guardiegg? It looks kind of like an evil Guardiegg. Oh boy. I wonder how much is left of this demo, or if that's it now.
This is technology, the likes of which I've never laid eyes on. Which means we've got ourselves a brand new, never-before-witnessed Guardian model!
Why does he remind me of an iPhone fan? Oh, slightly savage, but...
Devices like the Sheikah Slate, which are amplified by the power of such ancient relics, are but a meager fragment of such technology.
I see. That explains why all of us were able to use the Sheikah Slate.
In addition, this here doohickey is loaded with data. Information we can't even fathom.
I mean, I know he's old in Breath of the Wild, but...
Yeah. Check it.
I don't remember him being this wild.
I extracted some visual data from the Guardian's memory.
Is that?
Yup, no doubt about it. Hyrule Castle after Calamity Ganon has been revived.
As you can see, we managed to extract some of the data, but much of it was fragmented.
Yeah, that looks more familiar.
Even so, if I analyze what we received, I may be able to make sense of more of it.
This is the ruin the Calamity will bring upon all of Hyrule. If we allow this to pass, I fear all hope will be lost.
Even everything we've done up until now likely won't be enough.
If I don't succeed at sealing the Calamity... Never. This will not come to pass.
To stop Calamity Ganon, it was crucial that they possess the sword that seals the darkness, the latent power dwelling within the Princess of Hyrule, and the might of the 4 divine beasts unearthed from across the land. However, the path to victory was strewn with obstacles. Korok Forest, where the legendary sword slept, had been overrun by monsters, and the Princess of Hyrule's power showed no signs of awakening.
I wonder if we'll see any of the memories from Breath of the Wild as well. Because I know that came up.
Lamenting the kingdom's plight, King Rome sent his daughter to gather pilots for the divine beasts. Alongside Link, whose brave conduct had earned him a role as her knight, Zelda would meet with each of the 4 candidates.
Interesting, so this is when he becomes the chosen knight.
You intend to let this relic follow you around,
GUARDIEGG is my new best friend.
Yes. After talking to Pura and Robbie, we thought it would be best.
I will remind you once again. Above all else, your duty is of the utmost importance. Are we clear?
Yes, we are clear. I understand. And I will honor my duty.
Man, I feel bad for Zelda. He seemed less harsh in the original. Not that we saw much of him. I'll be very surprised if that's not the end of the demo. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Can I go on any of this? Really feels like I shouldn't be able to. Really? I was gonna say, that would have been a heck of a lot to let us do, but wow, that was fun. What a wild ride. I do slightly suck at the Warriors format. Hopefully I'll get the hang of it when the full game comes out, but I had a lot of fun. I kind of needed that, just going around hitting stuff. And I'm so excited to see more of the story as well. Breath of the Wild is such an incredible game, and I'm delighted that the universe is being expanded. So until the full game comes out, I guess that's it for now. But it was really fun to play. Thank you for watching. If you made it through all this despite my quality attempts at commentary, well done. And I'm sure I'll be playing more of it when it comes out, so if you do want to hear me yell about it anymore, consider subscribing. It would be very much appreciated. But until next time, goodbye.